We now move on to see what's happening out on the internet, and we're joined by Justin Reyes to see what's going on. Justin.
That's right, Max and Barb. Gamers are being offered a thin slice of heaven from a 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven Game All-Night Experience offers a private stay at a new luxury store in Texas before it debuts to the public. The gamers who book for the all-night deal through Airbnb will have access to the PlayStation 5, hooked up to a large screen TV with DualSense controllers, and of course the gamers can eat all their favorite 7-Eleven foods and grab drinks from the Slurpee machine. This special is being offered for only 2 nights, February 26th and the 28th, and I gotta say, this is bizarre. I think some gamers will get a kick out of it. I mean, you know, especially during the pandemic, I think people have gotten so used to just being like, you know, on the couch and just playing games for like their escape. But I mean, being in a 7-Eleven, and I think I would get sick of the food. I mean, I think, you know, just on average, like people get sick of 7-Eleven.
It's random, but it's a really nice lounge. Look at those glow-in-the-dark colors.
That cannot be healthy, like sitting on the couch and drinking Slurpees all day. And
probably not, but a lot of people are doing it. As we were just talking about during the break, you know, the stock for GameStop has gone up by 35%. They're doing very, very well. Many people are stuck in front of their TV eating their favorite snacks during this pandemic, and it's somewhat understandable. I just hope that people stay a little bit on the healthy side. As you mentioned, you know, 7-Eleven does offer fruit and salad, so it's not like you have to eat Cheetos just because you're in front.
I mean,
yeah, they do.
With all
those temptations, why would you eat healthy, you know?
Yeah.
So you have a little bit more animal. Well,
one thing you should look out for is things out on the road, and that's was a good old run of the bulls on a Laredo highway yesterday morning. Viewer video shows a bull wandering on Loop 20 and the McPherson exit heading eastbound at around midnight. According to a witness, one police officer responded to the scene to try to help the bull find his way home. Fortunately, he didn't charge at anyone, and hopefully he was reunited with his owner. Just like yesterday, I had said, it seems like that's something that would happen in Laredo, and it did happen in Laredo, of course. I called it right before it happened.
We now take a look at what's trending on, and we're joined by our web producer.
Hey, Justin.
Good morning, Barbara and Max. There was a little bit of a social dilemma after a group of high school students tried to stage a musical number without telling the teacher. Take a look.
Is this a TikTok? Are y'all doing a TikTok right now? Okay. All I think about is you.
This was taken from a high school Zoom class in Roanoke, Virginia. Educator Lindsay Zampach looks like she was having a blast there with her students online, and the moment was all caught on camera and shared to other media outlets. And first, it seems like, you know, the student surprised her, but then it looks like she goes along with it. So I feel like it was staged. Like she meant to do it to go viral. She's into the trends.
You could tell. She knew exactly what it was as soon as it happened.
Yes, definitely. And I think, like, you know, what surprises me the most is that the students actually know the song. Like, they're high school students. They're singing Nelly.
Yeah, it came out quite some time ago, even though it is very memorable.
Well, thank you, Tim, for that terrific demo. It's such a great alternative for people who can't dine in because of their concerns. They can always go curbside, as mentioned. It's still available, but you can go to this restaurant or others and still be in compliance with the city ordinance because they're serving food.
And they're proving once again that Super Bowl food doesn't have to be just chicken wings. And he showed us a great variety of options. Look at all this.
He sure did, and chicken wings are on the menu. And Texas Roadhouse also provided us with this gorgeous spread, which is certainly enough to fill anyone's appetite. As you can see,
everyone loves the bread.
Everyone loves their bread, and they do use bread, of course, for their sliders. And they have a variety. You can see that we have barbecue sliders. That's that gorgeous rib that he was preparing. And they have pulled pork, and they've got hamburger sliders with cheese. A nice variety for any party out there. Certainly very appetizing, and I can assure you that here in the studio, it smells like the Texas Roadhouse right now.
Let's not forget the vegetarian options that we have right there.
There are a few vegetarian options, but in reality, this salad is usually served with the chicken wings, but we do have also the celery that is also traditionally served alongside. They do have a variety of options out there. It's not all meat, but the majority of it is known as a steakhouse. So
right, of
that
course,
is where they're coming in.
Everything just smells so good.
It sure does. And as you said, their bread is infamous, if not famous, all over the town and everywhere around the state because it just has that special touch and adds a great compliment to any meal. And these sliders are really tempting as we speak.
Let's
even
try
though,
some.
well, you can try some.
I'm going to try some. I'm sure I won't be disappointed.
Now, there's a variety of deals that they're going to be offering, so you can go to their website and check it out. And I'm sure there are other restaurants that are offering similar opportunities for people who are out there interested in shopping or going out to eat on Super Bowl Sunday. Again, as long as there's serving food in the area, they should be just fine. You don't have to worry about that, but curbside is
trending online. And of course, we're joined by Justin Reyes to see what's happening around the town. I know Barbara's all excited to talk about a couple of stories that we're having today.
Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, guys, and we have some sad news to report to you this morning. One of Laredo's oldest movie theaters has officially closed its doors. Cinemark's Movies 12 Theater has closed after over 25 years of being in business. The theater closed its doors last March after the coronavirus cases shuttered movie theaters across the country. A Cinemark spokesperson said the closure comes as a result of the careful ongoing review of its theater fleet, particularly in light of the impact of COVID-19. And it's just very sad because it's crazy to think about because I had just gone there that week. Coronavirus cases started appearing up. And, we thought that, everything would go back to normal. Unfortunately, this is just the result of one of many movie theaters that are not, making money. It's bottom line, even the regular theater is struggling to stay afloat. And unfortunately, these smaller theaters and, the ones that have less impact are the ones that are going to be impacted the most.
Being a Laredo native, going there as a kid, I feel that I feel sad that it's closing. It's like a part of my childhood was just wiped away, really.
It's a part of everybody's childhood. And fun fact,
so many memories there.
My first job was at the movie theater, at the mall one, but I did go to trainings here.
Welcome back, everyone. It's that time of the day where we take a look at what's trending online.
And today, we're joined with Justin Reyes to see what's going on. Hello, Justin.
Good morning, Barbara and Max. And a family of 6 in the UK has become a viral sensation for performing their own parody songs of hit songs. Take a look.
Once upon a time we could travel abroad. Now we barely get in the car.
There's nothing we can do. We're totally fixed where we are.
And that was the Marsh family singing their own version of the song Total Eclipse of the Heart. Instead, it's called Totally Fixed Where We Are. The lyrics talk about how the pandemic has changed their lives. And it's not just the kids who are getting out of the fun. It looks like the mom and dad are able to harmonize and belt out the words as well. And you can watch all their videos on their YouTube page. Very, very funny stuff. Very
I love that song.
Creative. Yeah, it's a very good song. And they have their own little spin on it. And this isn't the only one. They also have other parody songs on their YouTube page having to deal with the coronavirus pandemic and being with their family. It's just such a great way to bond with their family during these difficult times.
And apparently they have their own interpretive dance as well. As you can see in the background, these two kids are enjoying the heck out of themselves.
The background dancers right there.
Background dancers right back to Bonnie Tyler in 1983.
Real creative.
Of course, the true test is when it comes to tasting. We have our donut and coffee experts here on the scene. Justin and Barbara. I, for my own personal health reasons, don't typically indulge in sugar this early, but you can always call ahead and place your order anytime if you are interested in divulging in this little assortment of things we have here. But you guys are the ones that are going to really take the real big test. So what do you guys want to start with?
I'm going to start with the donut, of course.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to try.
Sorry.
I guess it leaves me trying.
And she mentioned that during the story, so just for whatever it's worth, those look like eclairs.
I've been looking forward to this all week long.
Me too, and very soft, great. I love chocolate.
And of course,
let's get to the mixing part.
Right, because I see this red coffee-like drink that you mentioned had something to do with the red velvet cake, which sounds amazing.
So apparently it's supposed to work like a espresso shot, much like a Jaeger Vegas bomb, if you will, for those people who can drink. But you just pour the shot of espresso in the coffee, and there you go. You have like a coffee drink.
So you're making your coffee extra strong.
If whether you want it, hot coffee or iced coffee, I know that Barbara is a fan of iced coffee when it's cold. The cold doesn't bother Barbara anyways.
Nothing like drinking iced coffee
But yeah,
in the
she
cold.
loves iced coffee and ice cream, right?
Yeah,
But
so
just
I'm
for the
extra
viewers
excited
out there,
for this.
the red velvet coffee is milk-based. And
Yes,
then you have
yes.
that shot of espresso. So if they have any concerns about lactose, they may want to choose something else. But what does it taste like?
I'm not too keen on coffee, but I'm going to try it anyways.
And that's very shocking for me that
And
you're
yeah,
saying that.
it's pretty good. I'm not a coffee drinker, but this is even good for me. I really, really enjoy it.
Oh,
Barbara?
wow, this is great. Tastes kind of like a mocha.
And
I'm
what
sure
is
it
your
is.
flavor? Is it the same one?
I believe it is a mocha chocolate
Yeah.
coffee. And so, of course,
This is definitely going to pick me up right now.
coffee, donuts, what more can you ask for on Valentine's Day?
A little bit of sugar and a little more chocolate. That's never a bad thing.
I really hope the person gets the memo on what exactly I want for Valentine's Day. Wink, wink. I can eat a whole box of dozen, 2 dozen, whatever. I can eat these all day, just like Homer Simpson, non-stop donuts all day, every day.
Now, I did want to ask one more time. These little chocolate hearts, are they eclairs? Do they have a little pudding
Yes,
inside?
I believe they do have the
So
filling in
these
them.
don't actually.
No?
Or actually, I
Some of
haven't
them
gotten to
do.
it. Maybe
Maybe you
they
haven't
do.
gotten
Maybe
to
they
the
do.
second.
I don't think I've gotten to
But look at that. This one you have like a little ladybug right here.
I do like the
Oh,
ladybug
and
myself.
don't forget we have a little lovebird right there. Very cute.
For all you lovebirds out there.
And of course, we have a couple days left before you have to place your orders. Valentine's Day, of course, is on Sunday.
2
There's
days
plenty
away.
out there for people, yes. 2 days away,
But
and
it's
of
not
course,
too late.
It's not too late, and they do have their hours open from 4:30 in the morning to 11 p.m.
Well, it turns out Elsa's been in Hot Springs all this whole time. One couple made a pretty impressive ice sculpture of the Disney Princess Ice Queen.
Queen Elsa's Kingdom of Isolation is actually just the yard of Ashley and David Diedrich. They ditched the snowman and carrots to build the queen instead, and her red cloak is clearly in display.
And as much as they love Elsa, well, the Diedrichs are ready to let it go.
And hopefully we can all let go of all these temperatures. We have been looking at some very
so.
cold conditions rather this week, and today we are...
Good Tuesday morning. Welcome back to KGNS News. Today we are now going to take a look at what's trending.
And this morning we're joined with Justin Reyes to see what's going on.
Good morning, Barbara and Ruben. There won't be one more time for Daft Punk, and their days of going around the world are over. At least that's what the French electronic music duo wants you to think. The pair released a video Monday announcing the band's retirement in a style consistent with their techno-infused robot image. The video shows them walking around a desert. Then one of them removes his jacket to reveal a self-destruct pack, which the other activates, and then he explodes into smithereens. Daft Punk's publicist has confirmed the split, but they could possibly come back. And you know, it's very sad. I know everybody loved, like, you know, their beats, their songs, Up All Night to Get Lucky, Around the World, One More Time. And you know, it's very sad when a music duo breaks up or announces retirement. But sometimes they usually do make a comeback. As you know, several 80s bands and 90s bands. Of course, Blink-182 has come back from the dead several times. I have to mention that. But we'll see how everything goes.
Well, some good news for many fans. It seems like there is a possibility that they're just taking a break.
Yeah, possibly.
Right?
You know, to try other things. You know, that's what some musicians
It seems
do.
like it.
Just is it your goal every day to say Blink-182? Is
That
is
is
that
true,
the plan?
Ruben.
Like
You
every
know
day
me.
you're going to say
I
Blink-182?
got to name drop
Ruben's
Blink-182.
new and he
I
already
already picked
noticed
up on
it.
that 2 days and I heard
Always.
Blink-182. already.
Justin.
Good morning, guys. And here's a funny story. In Pakistan, cops on rollerblades are being deployed to fight crime. Police in Pakistan's largest city, Karachi, go through rigorous training for their urban crime-fighting mission. The decision to put officers on inline skates was aimed at curbing theft and harassment on the city streets. The chief of the unit says officers on rollerblades can move more easily, chase thieves on motorcycles through the city of 20 million. And look at that. That's kind of odd. It looks like they're having fun more than you know, working on the job. But can you imagine
win-win
seeing
situation
can you
right
imagine
there.
seeing Ballesta just like on rollerblades throughout the town? Also, what happens if the criminal is going uphill? It's like that's going to be harder. That's going to be a lot more work
That
for
is
these cops.
true.
Well, what do you think? Do you think it's harder to do the rollerblades or to be on a bike?
Not
Which
that
one do you
it's
think is
harder,
easier? Well, no,
but-
but which one do you think is easier, the bikes or the rollerblades?
I mean, I think rollerblades are pretty easy, but it's just not practical. I mean, what happens if somebody just like runs through like a field of grass and stuff? You know, it's
I would say bikes are easier to handle.
But can you run with inline skates?
you can run, but it's not. You shouldn't. It just makes me want to actually play roller hockey. That's what it makes me want to
let's just keep in mind this is for training purposes only.
I've never been on inline skates. Never done rollerblading.
We should, Ruben. We should start a hockey team.
I don't know.
Let's start a hockey team. KGNS hockey team.
Well, when everyone screams for ice cream, it's usually to eat it, not it. But with this new chair, Klondike says you can do both. The makers of the ice cream novelties call this their Klondike Cone Zone. They say the hanging chair is the perfect place to enjoy their new line of Klondike cones. Those products are now available nationwide. If you want to win a free chair, Klondike says you can enter a sweepstakes using their official Twitter account. It runs through March the 8th. I prefer the actual cone. I'm not really necessarily a fan of the chair. Just give me the ice cream, give me the ice cream, give me the ice cream.
Well, I love ice cream, so I think it'd be kind of cool to sit on a ice cream.
What would you do for a Klondike bar chair, Barbara?
What would I do? I would just make sure it's in the cold. Nothing like ice cream in the cold.
I mean, it looks pretty cool, I'll admit that.
You don't want that to melt.
Just give me the ice cream.
I would imagine that it's not made of real ice cream or cone, especially because, you know, here in Laredo in South Texas, that would probably not
That'd be a problem.
sit well.
Especially, even on the winter days, it would melt.